Yeah, you saw that, right? Cool, right? Yeah, I know. Hi guys, how is everyone doing? Morning, night, noon, whatever time you guys are watching this right now. Thanks again for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. With this phone, I like that it's a really good conversation starter. So could be any random stranger, anyone, a friend, a family, whenever I'm out in public and I pull out this phone, I just get compliments left, right, and center. And I'm all taking it in like I'm the one that created the phone and everything. It's crazy, but like, yeah. So the style of the phone, the way it looks and everything, the look and feel and everything, it's really good. And it's like really surprising. The first thing everybody always says, hey, is that an Apple? I'm like, no, that's not an Apple. I don't do Apple, period. But yeah, no. When I explain to them, hey, this is a new company and stuff, they've been around for a little while, but they're, fairly new, whatever, starting to make their way, and becoming mainstream and everything. And then, either direct them to the site or whatever so that they could see it for themselves and everything. But yeah, so like I said, always gets a conversation started, period. Like always get compliments about it. Like, hey, the camera quality. Like if I say, hey, could you take a picture for me? Like you guys would see in future videos and everything. I have like people taking pictures for me and videos for me and stuff. So yeah, guys, there's a lot coming. Okay, so just stay tuned. Anyways, yeah. So if I just tell a random person on the street, hey, could you take a picture? As soon as I open the camera and give it to them, they're just in awe. Like the screen is so bright and vivid, right? And crystal clear. Like you could see it even in broad daylight. Could be like really sunny out or whatever. You'll see the screen. You'll see how bright and clear and vivid the image is on there. Guaranteed. Okay. They're just in awe. And or if I'm out and I just pull out the phone and I'm looking at something or doing something with it, automatically all heads just turn to the phone. It's crazy. It's a really good phone. Like I said, I like the design and everything. I don't like that it's a pop-up camera because anything could happen to that pop-up camera, which I'm really careful about and everything. But it is like a little nerve-wracking. Sometimes I'll put it in my pocket slowly and I'll be like, hey, I really hope nothing happened. I really hope it didn't try to force itself open or something while it was in my pocket. Different stuff like that. I hope it doesn't like glitch on me or something or just like pop out randomly or don't pop out if I wanted to, stuff like that. In the future, I hope they don't do this again. I hope this was just like a one and done thing where it's like, oh, let's test to see how the customers would like a pop-up camera. Okay, they're not too much of a fan of it. Yeah, let's not do it anymore. I hope they do that, and then go back to something else. Like I said, I really like the design of that OnePlus 5 and the 3T, the 3 and the 3T, same size, was also good. It just had a really big chin and forehead, which I know a lot of people didn't like. But even so, a lot of like the other guys, like the phone and stuff, like they usually only have big foreheads and big chin, and they still sold a lot. So obviously people liked or preferred that. But yeah, I mean, it's not much about that. It's more of the software, not the actual hardware. But yeah, it's another story. What I like and don't like at the same time, the Zen mode on there. There's no way to turn it off or on. It automatically turns on. Like if you use the phone more than 2 hours or something, there's always like this pop-up notification saying, hey, you've been using this for a while. Time to get your face out of the screen and go do something. Basically. Sometimes it's good to hear that, or good for someone to tell you that, so that you would go do something. But it's like other times you're like, hey, just leave me be. Just leave me in peace. Let me do what I do. Whatever I'm doing. Just let me do what I do. I don't want to be bothered. So if there's a way to turn that off out, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, so it pops up at random times and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. Whatever. As I said, they're really fast. So as opposed to all other Android phones and everything, we'll get updates like 2-3 years after the update comes. After they make the update, it doesn't get rolled down to majority of phones right away, except for the, Google is Android. So they'll always get their updates really fast. They're always the first to get the updates because, it's made by them. It's their stuff. So they would put it on their phones first. But for other phones, different phones from different companies, whatever, in order for them to get it, they're gonna have to wait 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6 years before they even get an update. And by then, the newest update is already like 2, 3, 4, 5 generations ahead already. And they still didn't get the update yet. So with this company, they're working really closely with Google and they are getting updates really fast. They do get updates just as fast as, Google itself. That's really, really good because anything that could happen or whatever, you always want to make sure you're up to date with all of the software and everything in the system, for safety, security reasons and everything. Yeah, and on top of that, I just like the way the whole skin is. To put it bluntly, it's better than Google itself. So, Google made Android, right? The operating system and everything. So on their phones, they would have it a certain way. And each company, each different phone company, whatever, puts their own spin on it. So if that update is on the phone, they have their own specific update to their specific device, right? That they implement with Google and stuff to make it their own, basically. This phone, I feel like they do it the best because they don't want it to be too gimmicky and stuff. So there's like different companies will try to include features that you don't necessarily need or anything like that, and just a whole lot of bloatware and everything, extra apps and stuff that you just don't need or don't use or whatever. It just slows down your phone. So with this company, I like that they are very minimalistic, so they don't put too much in there, only the essentials, what you need, that's it. Or very least, like, they don't put a whole bunch of extra stuff in there to make the phones. Their goal, their mission is to make the fastest phone ever. And I think they succeeded, because it's not just about how fast the phone operates right now, but in the future, how long do you plan to have the phone? Will it still be as fast as the day you got it? Yeah, definitely. Because like I said, I've had their devices in the past and no regrets whatsoever. Like always, always, always. Like years later, still as fast as the first day you got it. That's what I like about them. So, like I said, their skin is really like minimalistic. So it's like toned down. It's not like a whole bunch of things. You just see like a whole bunch of things pop up here, just everywhere, all over the place, or stuff you can't find or whatever. Like everything is easy to find and right there, and it's easily customizable. So, guys know I like green and everything. So, like my whole system, like everything is just black and green. That's it. Like you could like literally turn everything into your own color, whatever theme you want, and you can just implement that in. They also have a special edition because they work closely with this car company called McLaren. So basically, McLaren is orange and black. That's the main color of those cars that they making. I wouldn't buy that specific one because orange is not my color. Black goes with everything, but they implemented it into the whole phone, like the whole design and all the skin and all the setting and everything in there. And then I think it has like even more storage space. And that phone is a little more expensive because, like I said, it's a special edition. Only a few people have it. It's a limited number. They don't make as much as the regular other variants and stuff that they have in stock. I was talking to my brother the other day. As I said to him, this phone is not for everybody. I said specifically, this phone is not for kids. Every phone company, they always try to focus on certain things as their main selling point. Different devices will meet the needs, of different people. Someone might only like music. There's a phone that has, really loud speakers, but it might not have good camera, but that's okay. Their main focus is music and great sound quality, right? Another person might like great photography. Another person might be a good photographer and like, good footage and stuff. That company might make a phone, with a really good camera on it, but probably not a good speaker or whatever. That person over there might like something fast and smooth, whatever. Not too basic or whatever. Good enough, fast enough, right? That company might not put as much bloatware and all that stuff into their phones to make sure that the processor and everything can handle the phone, the whole system, so it wouldn't be slow, so it would be as fast as possible. That person over there might like good hardware. That person might like good software. Different things here and there. That person might like a big battery. Phone company over there that makes, big phones. That person might like smaller phones. Boom. Just like that. Same thing, vice versa. That person might like speedy charging times. Hey, to each his own. Everybody has their own thing. That's the main point. Different phone companies like make their products, right, in specific ways, like to reach different audiences. Okay. So they know, hey, even if I did this, even if I did that, whatever, I'm going to make a profit off of it. I'm going to sell because I have this group of people that like what I'm doing, right? So this phone is not for everybody. I could definitely recommend it to anyone looking for the fastest speed on the phone, right? Really fast charging time, like you're always on the go and stuff, and you have to be at 100% before you leave the house or whatever. This phone will get you to, like, you could literally go take a shower, brush your teeth, shave, whatever, or do whatever it is in the bathroom, whatever. Come back, you're at 100, guaranteed. You like big displays. You don't like any disturbances on the screen. Boom, 6.6 inches, all screen. Okay, nice, vivid, clear. I would say the battery's average to above average. Like I said, you could easily get a day to more than a day's worth of battery life on there, depending on your usage. Okay, everybody's different with that. And also, when you turn on the battery saver, definitely more than 2 days. Okay, worth. Like I said, it varies. Depending on your usage. What else? The fastest or best processors. So what they do is Qualcomm will make the processors, right? And I don't know what they do specifically. They buy the processors from Qualcomm, right? And they implement something into them. They do something to them to make them even faster. That's crazy. So they're the only company that does that for now. I think a few other companies are doing it, but as far as first, I think they're the first to do that. So they're pretty much your first because their main focus is speed with their phone and everything. Fast and smooth, you know, speedy. So they would implement something into it and then put it into the phone. So Qualcomm would make the processors, put them in whatever other phone. Okay, boom, that's good, that's fine. That might be fast, that might be, you know, good. With all the extra stuff that other companies put into their phone, bloatware, all the extra apps that you probably don't even need, some extra features you don't really care about. All that is slowing down the phones. So like I said, with this company, they don't add all this extra stuff that you don't need. So it's very minimalistic, you know, customizable. Whatever you want, you could download on your phone for yourself. Boom, because whatever you want might not be what someone else wants. So instead of putting it on there anyway, they're like, nah, let's just not put it at all. Whoever the end user is that buys the devices, they could install those apps or whatever it is on their own, right? Okay, so with them, they would take the processor, they'll do whatever it is they do to it to make it even faster than all of the other phones out there. And then they put in their phones, their devices, and then boom, you have the speediest, the fastest processors in these phones. Okay, for that year, keep in mind what they do is they bring two separate devices every year. So in the beginning of the year and towards the end, okay, of the year, and towards the end, it's like the even better one, the even faster one. So in the beginning of the year, they'll be like, hey, this is the fastest, craziest, best phone you'll ever see out this year, right? That's what they say in the beginning. Towards the end of the year, they're like, hey, we made something even faster, we made something even better. It's crazy. So whatever they do in the first place to it, they do even more to it towards the end, and then that's the main selling point. At first it was okay, but towards the end they kind of slowly backtrack from that because, or I should say, they reroute it a little bit. So instead of selling it only one place, you'll have the first device in one area, let's say the US, whatever, and the second one in a completely different country. So that's what they're doing now. So they're doing it in separate places. It's not all in the same place anymore. You wouldn't see like one of them in the beginning of the year and then another selling in the same place towards the end of the year, but rather just one for that year in this country and then another one in another country towards the end of the year or whatever. So that's what they're doing now. So that's why like certain phones, like even if you try to look it up and try to buy it whatever online, you wouldn't be able to get it at all anyway. Or you might have to pay some really high shipping tax, which you don't want. Trust me, you don't want that. Yeah. So like I said, the price tag. And it always like fluctuates. So I mean, it doesn't like go back up. It slowly goes lower and lower and lower and lower. So even if you get it like towards the beginning of the year, you might be a little bit disappointed when they cut the price in half. Even though it was so low already to begin with, the price like always goes lower and lower. Like they always drop down. And then towards the end, when they know they're about to do another one really soon, like around the corner, like 2, 3, 4 months in advance, whatever, and they'll call it like super low. And yeah, super cheap. Like you'll get it super cheap. All right, enough talking. We're just gonna go ahead and go straight into the photos and videos now. So let's just go ahead and go and do that right now. This is the video quality of the front facing 1080p camera, as you can see, and this is how the quality is, so you guys get a feel of it. Stabilization, it's pretty cool, it's pretty good, no lagging or anything, decent. This is the video quality again of the front camera, so you guys can see. Okay, so it's capturing everything pretty good. Not as much blur, noise in the shot. Okay. yeah, as you guys saw, really amazing photos and videos with this new camera. They really outdid themselves this year. Yeah, really surprised me. As I said, I don't like. Sometimes I do like a heavy phone. A heavier phone to me, it makes me feel a little more secure. Like, hey, you know, this is, you have something, you actually have something in your hand, so don't drop it, basically. But like, if it's too light, if the phone is too light, I feel like it's not really there, like it's not really in my hand. So I always like a heavier phone for that feeling and everything, and you know, just knowing, because sometimes you like gaze somewhere or you like look at something, get distracted a little bit, and you're like, wait, what was I doing? But then, you know, you look in your hand or you feel that weight, that heft to it, and you're like, oh, I was in the phone, I was about to do something, whatever you were doing before. So I prefer a heavier phone. I like the phone, it's heavy, I like it, but sometimes, let's say I'm like laying in bed or something and I have it above my, when you're laying, you know, when you're laying down in your bed, you know, you feel comfortable, you know, you want to hold your phone or whatever, either above your head or, you know, like you're laying on your side or something and you're like holding it in one hand. Yeah. So with this phone, like after a while, like depending on how long you're laying or whatever, it will feel extra heavy, especially if you're like laying on your arm or something. Like you could feel that weight. Yeah. So I don't like that. But like I said, it has a good heft to it. Like I like the weight. Yeah. So I just like move around and stuff, and then or switch arms, switch hands or whatever, and you know, it doesn't feel as heavy anymore. But sometimes it just gets a little overwhelming. I don't want to say overwhelming, it just gets a little heavy sometimes. Like I said, only if you have it in a position like too long, whatever, if you're watching a show or a movie or something, so you want to like have it down. Like right now it's on my tripod, but like, yeah, if you have it down on something or have it down somewhere, it's fine, it's whatever. But like when I'm out with it or whatever, definitely I don't feel any like weight to it, because you know, you're moving around and everything. So yeah, that's it. What else? Oh, on this screen, I like it's crazy. Like I never liked curved screen, because you always feel like your palm, like the side of your hand, whatever, is gonna like touch the screen in a way or at a time you don't want it to, right? But I feel like with this, it's like a learning curve in the beginning, but over time it really doesn't affect the whole experience of the phone and everything, because you know, you get used to it and everything. So there's a lot less touches, or if at all, accidental touches to the phone. So that's really good. Speaking of the screen, that bright, you know, vivid 4K display, I like how clear and vivid all of the stuff that you're like viewing something, how clear it is and stuff. But like, it's like a video something. Sometimes the controls, you know, the forward, rewind, you know, pause, play button, whatever, forward, rewind, pause, play button, they go towards the sides, which are the top and bottom, because it's in, you know, landscape. So if it's in portrait up front, you know, the taller display, whatever, it's on both sides. You put it in landscape, yeah, when you're viewing a video or whatever, the controls, the notification disappears. The controls, they just slide towards the side or the bottom of the screen if you're in landscape, and just like it's on the edge, like right on the edge, right there on the edges. So it's like it just falls towards the bottom, like kind of disappears. It's still there, but it kind of disappears. So I just like that, instead of being directly on the screen where, you know, you're viewing something and like blocks it or whatever, you know, on any other phone. On this phone, I like how it like goes on to the bottom, like right here of the screen, just like falls towards the edge. Like I said, with the curved display, it kind of looks like it's below it instead of, you know, right at, you know, in blocking whatever it is that you're watching. So I like that. I like that it does that. But it depends, because depending on what media player that you choose or whatever you like, whatever, it might affect it differently than what I have. So yeah. And also I like that the phone comes unlocked, so basically you could use it with whatever carrier, whatever plan that you want. It's unlocked to all of them, so you could use it anywhere basically. But yeah, so we'll see what they come up with next year. I'm already hearing talks about what it might look like, what it might be, and what it might brand. But yeah, they always go above and beyond with everything. Like I said, it's a really good phone. Not for everyone, but you know, they have a targeted audience that is definitely growing by the minute or by the year. We'll see, because they always release the sales and stuff for the year and everything. And I know they have sold a lot. So we will see what it looks like towards the end of the year, beginning of next year and stuff. But yeah, would you buy it, and or do you own one? What do you guys think about it? Or based on just this video, would you consider buying one? Yeah, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, and you know, let me know what you guys think about it. 2020 is right around the corner. It's crazy how fast the year went by. Everybody who's watching this on or before Christmas, Merry Christmas, everyone. If you're watching this, you know, on or after the New Year's. Happy New Year to you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And I wish you guys all the best in the coming year, or in this year. Like I said, if you guys are watching in this year, 2020, Happy New Year's. Yeah, all the best wishes for everyone. And thank you guys so much for watching this video of mine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And welcome to my channel if you're new. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it and had fun watching as much as I had making it. A lot of new things coming, a lot of new videos, you know, a lot of cool things coming real soon. It's just a matter of putting the dates together for everything. But yeah, a lot of cool things coming, and I really do want you guys to, you know, keep at it, keep showing the love and support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't like it, you could always leave a comment. Let me know what specifically you don't like, whatever. Just hit me up in the comment section. You know, any suggestions, anything you guys have, any critics, anything you guys have, any suggestions, always welcome. Yeah, this should be about it. Thank you so much, and see you guys around. Bye.